Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Ybot, and I'm giving you a little bit of my first impressions of Heroes of the Storm beta here. I have been playing this for for a couple of weeks now. I kind of stopped playing it right around October or so. I kind of got bored of it, but they have brought in some new stuff. They had the spectator mode that you're seeing right now. That's been in there since I stopped playing in October, November, around that area. That was when it was still in technical alpha. Now it's in beta, and this map right here is the Sky Temple map. And as you can see, there's little airships floating around, and the water flies off the edge of the map. It's kind of like that platform that's over top of Augustgrad in StarCraft: Heart of the Swarm. It's pretty cool looking though. It's got those chains holding it up. What are the chains attached to? Who knows? So yeah, this is a very Egyptian-y style map, and I'm looking forward to the Tomb of the Spider Queen, or whatever that's called. That's one of the updates that's apparently coming down the line, as well as the Lost Vikings hero, which I think is going to be absolutely friggin' awesome. We do, however, have some very awesome new heroes, like Jania Proudmore is the first one I'm going to show you here. She's got her Icy Veins. That's a talent, actually. She's got Blizzard, which is an AoE damage effect. It does a lot of damage. Cone of Cold, Ice Lance, and out of the two ultimates, I chose the Water Elemental here. So she feels very much like the Archmage from Warcraft 3. She's spec'd a bit more to be like an Ice Mage in World of Warcraft as well. But she is an awesome hero to play. She's a lot of fun. And she is a glass cannon. She's definitely a ranged assassin type hero. Thrall, which I'll show you next, he's a bit... So I actually have done some fact checking on Thrall, and he qualifies as a melee assassin. He does, however, have block in the first tier of his talents. I believe there is some sort of build where he can be a very tanky character. He seems to have, at least when I play him in the test environment against the derpy AI, he's seems to have a fair amount of survivability. So, but then again, so does Tychus. So, yeah, anyway, he's got some pretty standard Farseer spells. He's got the Chain Lightning. The Feral Wolves is just kind of a directional attack now instead of a summonable minion, unfortunately. I would have liked that a little bit better. He's got Wind Fury, which is really friggin' cool. I don't usually play a Shaman in World of Warcraft, so that impresses me quite a bit. And also his Frostwolf Resilience ability here. It charges up and then it heals him, so it feels really tank-like. So, yeah. And then his ultimate is either Earthquake or Sunder, which is just a big directional damage attack that pushes people out of a line. He's a pretty badass hero. He actually makes me want both Jaina and Thrall, quite honestly, make me wish that they were as good as their Warcraft 3 days. Like, they've done some story development there, but Jaina, she's gone from the edge of crazy and backed off a little bit. And, well, Thrall's a dad with kids now, and he's no longer the war chief. Whereas this version of Thrall, he's a friggin' badass. He's the war chief of the Horde, and he is ordering you around. Getting back to the new map on the beta here, which just recently came out, the Sky Temple, I'm going to show you the big mechanic of it. So the big mechanic is these control circles here, which, if you control it, a obelisk starts shooting at your enemy's forts. But in order to control the obelisk, you have to fight off these guardians, and you can also get attacked by other heroes, of course. Now, that in being kept in mind, usually there's two of these temples that can be activatable at a time. And they also have ammunition, similar to Blackheart's ship in Blackheart's Bay. However, unlike Blackheart's Bay, the people who have captured it, they can lose it, and then that ammunition can go to the other team. So it's a lot more controllable than Blackheart's Bay. I really like this mechanic. Usually when the two temples come up, if the numbers are even, it's a good idea to just all go for one and let the other team go for the other one, unfortunately. Sometimes there's just one temple that comes up, which can lead to some really epic team fights. And sometimes either you or your opponents are at a disadvantage, and then you can grab both and do terrible, terrible damage to your team. So it's awesome. I really like this map. I also like the antagonist here. He's, like I said, an Egyptian god who is telling you to get the fuck out. He's like, I don't want you to be here. Stop stealing my power. Guardians, deal with them. It's great. He's a stereotypical, like, crazy villain saying, get off my lawn. It's awesome. And I also really like the art direction here, the art style for this particular level. They've got the siege ogres are giant statues, giant sand statues. The boss, instead of being just a boring grave golem, is this scarab, I think it's a scarab wolf type creature here. It's friggin' crazy. But yeah, the just the direction of the art is just completely different from anything I've seen before in Heroes of the Storm here. So it's awesome. One thing that I did have a problem with in the beta was the matchmaking was kind of shit for the first few days, which is why I didn't get a lot of play done and I didn't get a video out sooner. Because, quite honestly, the first probably 7 to 10 games that I played, I lost consecutively, repeatedly. It was getting kind of depressing, but and originally I was going to just start ranting and raving about it, but I think to the best of my knowledge that Heroes of the Storm is based entirely on the StarCraft 2 engine. It's a smacked up version of the original Blizzard Dota, which they decide to make into their own little game. And what that means is that in theory they should have taken the StarCraft 2 ranking technology with them, I would imagine, which I think has finally come into play. That first week or two was pretty damn rough. I was losing like every single game, like I said, but I think that now that my hidden rating has been established and other people's hidden ratings have been established, that it's getting myself at least to that sweet spot where there's a 50-50 win-loss ratio. So I'm not being ranked against players who have a lot higher skill level than me. That's basically what a hidden rating is it ranks you on the ladder even if you're playing unranked, even if you're not on the ladder. So it does that to ensure that you have a fun gameplay experience, basically, that you don't get to, if you are the equivalent of a Bronze League StarCraft player, you don't get matched up against Axe Crank, or you don't get matched up against Tasia, or anybody crazy like that. So, anyway, guys, that's about it for me for today. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel to see more stuff like this. I'm going to try to cast a map of the Haunted Mines. The reason I want to do that is that it has changed since I showed you it last, and I actually like that map quite a bit more now. And also on the older maps, they've got some little treats there, and I'm going to leave you with the intro for the Haunted Mines. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Welcome, foolish heroes, to the Haunted Mines. Here, death reigns eternal. Soon the mines will open, and the terrors within shall awaken. Slay the undead, wrest their cursed skulls from me. In turn, I will summon forth my mighty bone golems. They will destroy their enemies' defenses